The sound of sneakers squeaking on hardwood has echoed through NBA arenas for decades. But there's one player whose footsteps feel heavier than the rest, whose every move feels like a reminder that we are witnessing something no generation has ever seen before. LeBron James, the kid from Akron who carried the weight of being called the Chosen One before he even touched an NBA court, has officially chosen to continue his story. At 40 years old, he has opted into his $52.6 million player option with the Los Angeles Lakers, ensuring that he will play in his 23rd NBA season, the longest career in league history. No one has ever done this before, not Kareem, not Kobe, not Michael, not even Vince Carter. The king is rewriting the rules of time itself. When the news broke, the numbers alone were staggering. $52.6 million for a single season. For most, that's a lottery dream. For LeBron, it's validation that his body, his mind, and his influence are still worth it. But money is just the headline. History is the story. This isn't about cashing checks. This is about cementing legacy. With one signature, LeBron didn't just guarantee a paycheck. He guaranteed his name in yet another corner of the record books. The first NBA player to step onto the court for season number 23. A record that may never be broken, because no one has shown the combination of durability, skill, and sheer will that he has. To understand how massive this moment is, you have to rewind the tape. Draft night, 2003. A teenager from Akron, Ohio, with shoulders broad enough to carry a franchise, a city, maybe even a league. He was supposed to be the next Magic, the next Jordan, the next big thing. And yet, over 20 years later, we don't just compare him to legends. He is the legend. 4 championships, 2 decades of all-NBA honors, an MVP shelf that looks like a trophy store, and the NBA's all-time leading scorer. And still, after 1,700 career games including playoffs, after nearly 40,000 points, he laces them up again. It feels almost unreal, but here's the twist. LeBron isn't just hanging on. He's not limping through garbage time like many greats in their twilight years. He's still producing numbers most players in their prime would envy. Last season, at age 40, he averaged over 24 points, 8 assists, nearly 8 rebounds a game. That's not just respectable, that's elite. That's proof that his brain, his body, and his drive are still synced in a way no other 40-year-old athlete has managed in basketball. Think about that. Tom Brady played football until he was 45, but football players don't run up and down a court for 38 minutes a night, battling 20-year-olds in transition. LeBron is not just surviving. He's still controlling the game. AI in his body and his drive are still synced in a way no other 40-year-old athlete has, man. Because with every new season comes new risks. Injuries linger longer. Recovery is slower. Critics circle, waiting for decline. Every game could be the one that shows the world he's human now. But LeBron has made a career of silencing doubt. When people said he couldn't win in Cleveland, he delivered a championship that broke a 52-year drought. When people said his prime was ending after Miami, he reinvented his game. When they said the Lakers wouldn't win with him in his mid-30s, he hoisted a trophy in the bubble. The king has heard doubt before, and he's made a habit of crushing it. So what does this 23rd season actually mean? For one, it means the Lakers have one more year with their leader. A team that has been reshaped multiple times in his tenure will once again revolve around him. The front office knows this is do or die. They can't just waste another season hoping things click. They have LeBron, they have Anthony Davis, and now with Luka Dončić in the mix after a blockbuster trade earlier this year, the stakes are higher than ever. This isn't just a team. This is a win-now machine. And yet, balancing the urgency of LeBron's timeline with the future of the franchise will be a high-wire act. It also means every arena he walks into will buzz differently. Opposing fans will boo him, sure, but they'll also pull out their phones, record, and tell their kids, "We saw him." Because no matter what you think of LeBron James, whether you rank him 1 or 2 all time, whether you critique his politics, his super team history, or his media presence, you cannot deny what you are watching. Greatness, longevity, dominance, reinvention, all in one. And make no mistake, this season could become one of the most emotionally charged years of his career. Because fans know, deep down, the end is coming. Maybe it's this year, maybe next, maybe he'll stretch to 24. But every game, every dunk, every fadeaway is now layered with the question, is this the last? Will he walk away on his own terms, or will the game take him before he's ready? LeBron himself has fueled that mystery. He has said he wants to play with his son, Bronny James. For years, the idea of LeBron and Bronny on the same team felt like destiny. But with Bronny's health scares, with his development still unfolding, that story is less certain. Will father and son ever share the court? Will this contract extension give them just enough overlap to make history? Or will LeBron have to close his book without that final chapter? It's a subplot fans will obsess over all year long. Then there's the legacy conversation. For 2 decades, debates have raged. Jordan or LeBron, rings versus stats, perfection versus longevity. But this 23rd season changes the terms. Michael retired after 15 seasons. Kobe played 20. Kareem played 20. None reached 23. At some point, LeBron's durability and dominance stop being an argument. They become the answer. He is doing something literally no one else has ever done. That's not opinion. That's fact. But here's the human side. Imagine the mental toll of carrying that much weight for that long. Every night, millions of eyes. Every season, expectations of greatness. Every summer, the pressure to stay in peak condition. LeBron spends millions annually on his body. Trainers, chefs, recovery technology. He is a machine, but he is also a man. And as he opts into this contract, there's no guarantee that the sacrifices don't grow heavier. It's not just about whether his knees can take it. It's about whether his spirit can still carry the grind. And that's what makes this story so magnetic. Because LeBron James isn't just extending a career. He's extending a narrative we thought had already been written. 22 seasons were already enough to secure his place in history. But 23? That's myth-making. That's something kids will read about decades from now and say, no way someone played at that level, that long. He is bending the timeline of greatness, making us rethink what athletes are capable of, what the human body is capable of, what determination looks like. So as the 2025-26 season tips off, every dribble, every layup, every roar will carry more weight. This isn't just basketball. This is history unfolding in real time. And one day, when the sneakers are finally hung up, when the lights dim and the jerseys hang in the rafters, we'll look back at this season and say, that was the year LeBron James proved once and for all that greatness has no expiration date. If you believe you're watching more than just an athlete, if you believe you're watching history, don't sit this season out. Follow every game, track every milestone, and tell your kids you were there when the King chose to play his 23rd season. Drop a comment below. Does LeBron have another championship run left in him? Hit like if you think this is the greatest story in sports right now. And subscribe for more deep dives into the moments that redefine what's possible. Because as long as LeBron James keeps stepping onto the court, we are all witnesses.